Ant Cities, written and illustrated by Arthur Durros. Have you seen ants busy running over a hill of dirt? They may look like they are just running around, but the ants built that hill to live in, and each ant has work to do. Some ants may disappear into a small hole in the hill. The hole is the door to their nest. These are harvester ants. Their nest is made of lots of rooms and tunnels. These little insects made them all. When it is sunny, the top of the nest gets warm. When it rains, water runs off the hill. If it gets too wet near the top of the nest, the ants move below. In winter, the ants hibernate in a deep room away from the cold. They stay together in a ball to keep warm. Underneath the hill, there may be miles of tunnels and hundreds of rooms. The floors are worn smooth by thousands of ant feet. It is dark inside the nest, but the ants stay cozy. In the rooms of the nest, worker ants do many different kinds of work. It is like a city, a busy city of ants. Some ants have brought in food to the ant city. These harvester ants like seeds. A worker ant cracks the husks off the seeds. Another worker will take the husks outside to throw away. The ants chew the seeds to get the juices out. Then they feed the juices to the other ants. Other workers store seeds for the ants to eat another time. Not all ants store food, but harvester ants do. In one room of the nest, a queen ant lays eggs. Workers carry the eggs away to other rooms to take care of them. Each ant city has to have at least one queen. Without a queen, there would be no ant city. All the other ants in the ant city grow from the eggs the queen lays. At first, the tiny eggs grow into larvae. The worker ants feed the larvae and lick them clean so they will grow well. The larvae grow into pupae. The workers keep grooming the pupae until they grow into adults. The queen ant lays thousands and thousands of eggs. Most of the eggs grow into worker ants. There may be only one queen ant in an ant city, but there can be thousands of workers. The queen is usually bigger than the other ants. She lays eggs that grow into workers, new queens, males. Workers are all females. They do the work in the ant city. They will also fight to protect the nest. New queens have wings. They use them to fly away to try to start new ant cities. Their wings drop off, and then the queens lay eggs. Males don't live in the nest for long. They fly away with the new queens to mate. Then they die. Queen ants and males flying off to mate. Workers with larvae. Workers with pupae, carrying eggs to the nurseries. Queen with workers. Workers resting. A winter room deep down at the bottom. Carrying dirt out of the nest, bringing in food. Carrying husks to throw away outside. Storing seeds, sharing food, digging a new tunnel. These ants are collecting seeds and insects for food. The queen doesn't tell the workers what to do, but the workers are busy. Each ant has work to do. Ants work together to keep the whole ant city alive. Workers make the nest bigger by digging new rooms and tunnels. They use their feet to dig like tiny dogs. Workers pick up pieces of dirt in their jaws and beards and carry them outside. Dirt from the digging is what makes the anthill. Ants are great diggers and builders. Imagine all the tiny pieces of dirt it takes to build a hill 2 feet high. Harvester ant hills can be 2 feet high and 6 feet across. Many other ants build smaller hills. Out around the harvester anthill, workers look for food. Harvester ants mostly eat seeds, but sometimes they eat insects too. Ants can bite and sting other insects to capture them or to protect themselves. Be careful, because some kinds of ants can bite or sting you, too. Harvestful ants will bite or sting if you disturb their nest. Ants use their antennas to help them find food. They touch and smell with their antennas. So, combs or legs for cleaning antennas. This ant is actually cleaning its antennas. Ants talk to each other by touching antennas. If one ant finds food, others follow. Soon there will be a lot of ants carrying away lunch. If one ant can't carry something, others may help. But each worker ant is strong. An ant can lift as much as 50 times its own weight. If people could lift like that, we could each lift a car. The workers carry the food back to the ant city. Ants share the food they find. Ants eat many foods, but different kinds of ants like different foods. There are over 10,000 kinds of ants. Formica ants, cornfield ants, carpenter ants, thief ants, leaf-cutting ants, army ants. The different kinds of ants have found many ways to make their cities so they can live in many kinds of places. Janitor ants make their nests in hollowed-out tree twigs. The soldier janitor ant, a kind of worker ant, has a big plug-shaped head it can use for a door. No, you can't come in here. Many kinds of ants make hills or mounds. If you haven't seen harvester ant hills, maybe you've seen the round top hills that Formica ants make. Sometimes they cover their hills with thatch. Or you may have seen pavement ants. They can live under the sidewalk. Pavement ants are tiny ants, 1/8 of an inch long. Harvester ants are about 1/4 inch long. Some ants are as big as 2 inches long. Ooh. Or carpenter ants who build their nests in rotting wood. There are small ant cities with just a few ants. There are big ant cities with many, many ants. Ants have been found at the tops of the highest buildings and on ships at sea. Ants can make their cities almost anywhere. Look around and you'll probably find an ant city busy with ants. To find out more about ant cities, you may want to watch ants close up. You can make your own ant farm. Collect ants yourself. If you want your farm to last a long time, be sure to include a queen. For more information about this, check out Ant Cities by Arthur Durros.